Namaskaram.
In our episode of Abhyasam, we had spoken about improving one's Swarajnanam by way of practicing writing notations. So this is a practice that our gurus have always insisted on, and they had instilled this when we were very young.
When we say notations, we were asked to write down, but of course with time, anything that we hear, any piece of music that we heard, we started automatically notating it, that is converting it to swarams in our mind for our understanding. And this has been very helpful for us, we have realized, because it helps us understand and grasp the structure of the piece that you are listening to, and that definitely goes a long way in understanding the foundation of that composition, if it is a kriti or if it's a composition, and likewise for manodharma aspects. So while notating is definitely an important learning method, it is not the only way one can learn, and it should also not be the only way one should learn. It's more like a supplement to the learning that happens when you listen and observe your guru singing or playing an instrument, and learning by grasping the details that you hear and reproducing it in your voice or the instrument. But notations, of course, can be a great way to supplement this learning, and today we are going to tell you about the process of improving your Swarajnanam, which is improving also the way you would approach and write notations for any piece of music that you come across. For ease of understanding, we split this process into 5 little steps. They are straightforward steps to the process, but of course each step is very detailed. So to begin with, the notating process of course starts from first understanding the raga that you have taken up.
The Arohanam, Avrohanam, and also the key phrases in that particular raga. There are do's and don'ts for every raga, so it's important to understand that first. Then the next step is to slow down. So if you're trying to notate a Geetam or a Varnam or a Kriti, try to slow it down and bring down the speed of that, bring down the Kala Pramanam of that composition.
This is basically to help you see the details of each phrase or the full piece that you are seeing. The more you slow down, the better you're able to, the more you zoom in. So slowing down basically in our music means you're zooming into the details. So the details help you, slowing it down help you see the details, and that means you're able to see every little part of the swara that is happening as an underlying thing in the composition or the music.
The next step would be to break it down into smaller segments for ease. You can break it into, you can break it line by line or segment by segment or even word by word as per your, comfort. This is basically to, it's very overwhelming to look at a composition as a whole sometimes. So when you break it down, you're able to get into it better and understand it better.
Like focus on each part of it better, so you're not distracted or feeling the pressure of having to do the entire piece of music. The fourth step, of course, is something that you can use the help of your Shruti box or Shruti app or the Tambura. This is to keep the Shadjam and the Panchamam, the Sa and the Pa, as your reference, and then slowly find the other notes in relation to these two notes.
Sa and Pa are the only notes in the entire system that don't have a variant, and they're also plain always. So it's easier to keep Sajjam and Panchamam as a base when you have to construct the other notes.
And they're always there in your Shruti box. So you can always have them to back, as a backup to lean on when you have to find the other notes. And it's always easy to find these notes with relation to the Shadjam or the Panchamam in any octave, even the higher Shadjam is fine. And the last step is when you cross-verify this with your guru or with a notation that you may already find available in a book or online. This is to ensure that you have gotten the notation correctly and you're able to see if there is any difference, if you have to improve somewhere, if there is a little change anywhere. So this is the final step to the process of notating. Of course, we have just given a gist of this process, breaking it down to simpler steps to follow for students. Maybe in our next episode, we
Yes.
can definitely demonstrate about this with a practical example. Until then, happy learning. Namaskaram.